Hi, my name is Becky. I'm going to be showing you how to create a staff record for a new member of staff. We start off in this staff list. Like all screens in Wekware, it is what we call a Wekware Live document. We'll first make full use of our screen real estate by zooming this page to fill the screen with. Next, you can see that this staff list is incomplete. The lower half with the names is missing, and in the upper half, there are some instructions in red. These are filters that have to be selected before the names appear. Let us do so. The names have now appeared. We can now create a new staff record. This is a blank staff record. Let us zoom the page to screen width again to make maximum use of our screen real estate. Next, let's go through each section of this staff record and fill in the appropriate details. We'll start off with the personal details here. We'll fill in the personal details of the new staff member. Next, we want to fill in the staff group details where we put in the staff EC number, and the staff status. We'll pick permanent. Next, we fill in the next of kin details. The next of kin is his wife in this case. Then we're going to say they stay at the same address. So put the slider on to copy the staff member's address to the next of kin address. Next, we're going to capture the qualifications. We're going to capture the O-level qualifications. First, we're going to capture the summary, which for the O-level is the number of sittings. So here for the award, we put 1 for 1 sitting. Next, we'll capture the qualification details, which will be the individual subject grades. So pick the qualification. For the year, we want to put a single value for all 5 rows. So what we're going to do is we'll right click and choose select. Then we'll right click again and choose select all. Then we'll right click finally and say edit. Once we do this, whatever we type in one is copied to all the others. We can now do the individual subjects. Next, we want to put his date of employment. And for the comment, we're going to put where he came from. Next, we'll put in the work status to say whether he's on leave or he's on duty. Then we want to pick his current grade. Next here, we have user-defined personal permanent properties. This is information which is not catered for by the other predefined fields in this form, which you may want to capture. And this information will be permanent in that whenever this staff member's details are pulled up, this information would always appear. In this case, we're not going to define any. Next here, we have per session user-defined properties, which is similar in concept to the permanent ones, except that these properties are associated with this current academic session. So if you pull up the staff member's details for this session, you will see these, whereas for other sessions, you won't see these user-defined properties. Next, let us put his employment history. Let us say he's had 2 previous employers, so we'll add employment history twice, 1 and 2. We now have 2 entries for employment history. Then we put his second employer. Next, we want to enter the details of his wife. We're going to say the address for the spouse is the same as the members. So put the slider on, and it will copy the address for us into the address here. Next, we'll say they have one child. Let us add the child. We'll say the child's address is also the same as the members, so put the slider on, and it will copy the address for us. We have now finished entering the staff members' details. We now have a choice. We can add, in which case this form will be cleared and to scroll to the top for us to enter another member, or we can add and close to return to the staff list. Let us say add. You see it has scrolled to the top and the form is now blank. We can add another member if we wish to, but let us close and return to the staff list.